And look who we have here. Come to apologize for leaving me bereft of my lord husband and then vanishing without a trace.
You know it was just business, Isabela. Business that turned out well for you, I see. You inherited the ship, I take it.
I suppose I never did like the greasy bastard. And the siren treats me far better than she ever did him.
Indeed. This is Isabela, Queen of the Eastern Seas and the sharpest blade in Lomerin. And Isabela, my dear, you will no doubt be amused to discover that I am traveling with a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Charmed. I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years. An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. It will take you years of practice to achieve true mastery of the style, but I can teach you the basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game. Do you have something else in mind? Oh, and now you've piqued my interest. It would surely be rude of me to decline such a delicious offer.
You're going with her? I thought you were joking. I can't let you do this. Not without me. Keeping an eye on the both of you.
Who am I to deny such a pretty little thing as yourself, my dear? You are welcome to join us.
Too much to handle. Stone.
And what about you, Zev? Shall we? For old time's sake?
Oh, Isabela, you and your ridiculous appetites. Perhaps we should leave it up to our friend here. Ooh, saucy. How can I say no?
Oh my, what have I got myself into?
Ah, that impish smile of yours, Liliana, you little minx. It just gives you away.
Come, my ship is down by the docks, and I am sure you will find my cabins quite comfortable.
Let us never speak of this again.
Yes, I agree.
I don't mind never speaking of it again, as long as we could do it again.
That's a thought.
Am I getting old, or has Zevran become even more depraved over the years?
I've been about Grey Wardens. Perhaps the taint has rubbed off on me some, huh?
Now, wasn't there something you wanted from me? A lesson, perhaps? She's quite feisty, isn't she?
I do not.
And you said she was a cloistered sister? I dare say the cloisters must be teaching things other than the chant of light.
Oh, no. I learned those things in Orlais. Bold noblewomen often come up with various methods of self-amusement.
I see. Perhaps we could talk more about this later, Leliana. She's quite feisty, isn't she?
Lackluster? Well, that's a fine way of complimenting a lady.
You may be many things, sweet Leliana, but as you've proven today, you are no lady. It would surely be rude of me to decline such a delicious offer.
Are you suggesting... with her? I mean, wow. And here I am, awake and everything.
Perhaps your friend is feeling left out. There is always room for one more. Yes?
Boundaries, hello? Are you really sure you want to... you know... Interesting, she says, like it was a good book or maybe a delightful pastry. Well, I'll say it. I am a weak man. I guess I'll have to play along.
Come. My ship is down by the docks, and I am sure you will find my cabins quite comfortable. My dear, you wouldn't consider leaving Alistair with me, would you? Or perhaps letting me borrow him for a week every summer? I'm sure we could work out a deal.
Not that the idea of being borrowed isn't terribly fascinating, but let's not forget the Darkspawn. There may not be a week every summer, or any summer.
Darkspawn? Is this the only thing men think about these days? What about the good old obsessions? Breasts, firm buttocks, wet frocks.
Wet frocks.
Now, wasn't there something you wanted from me? Perhaps your friend is feeling left out. There is always room for one more. Yes?
Boundaries, hello? Are you really sure you want to, you know... No. No, this woman is very beautiful and all, but I can't just... I am probably the lamest man alive for saying no. But no.
I have enemies enough, and I would like to avoid making more. I do not want to cause offense. Let us forget what was said.
Are you suggesting... with her? I mean, wow. And here I am, awake and everything. I mean, sure, go ahead. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go jump in the water now. I hope it's cold.
And what about you, Zev? It would surely be rude of me to decline such a delicious offer.
Are you so starved for attention you would lie with this woman who smells of salt and tar? I swear by Flemeth's beard, if her stink rubs off on you, I will never touch you again.
I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game. Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. It looks like the deck is being kind to me today. We seem to have run out of ale. I shall send my boy to fetch some. Ha! The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. 2 serpents, a song. Not bad. But the rest of your hand is rather pitiable. I have 3 angels, fortitude, truth, and charity, and the Night of Dawn. I win. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match?
If I could have a moment of your time... Excuse us, Isabela. You do know that Isabela is cheating, don't you? She is testing you, I think. She wants to see if you can outwit her. Let me help. I think I know how we can beat her.
Well, will you play again? Stop whispering over there. Ah, you're a good sport. Another game, then. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match?
Just a moment. Come here, please. This Isabela is cheating. Do you realize it? I think she has an ulterior motive. She wants to know if you're smart enough to be a duelist, and this is her way of finding out. I think we can outsmart her together. I can help you.
Well, will you play again?